つのミスが命取りになります。決して油断はしないでください。
やべえ匂いがプンプンするぜ。
空気が刺さるよ。
どこに行っても海域に食われた跡だらけか。
討伐対象の荒波と接触。攻撃開始。
了解。
長距離攻撃来ます。
気をつけろ。
バイタル低下。速やかに回復を。討伐対象の
Why can't the stupid AI take the other monster out? They only attack the player. That's what I don't like about this game. Nobody plays this. All they play is Monster Hunter. So I can't play with an actual person. I wish they would actually attack the AI. Instead of always just me. All the time. It's really annoying. They just constantly do that. It's like they don't exist. I wish more people played this. I don't care about Monster Hunter at all. I really like this game. I just wish I wasn't forced to play with AI. I wish I could play with an actual human. But I can't get anyone to play this because it's not Monster Hunter. I tried Monster Hunter and it's just too damn slow. Character feels like they weigh 10 tons and you can't skip any of the stupid cutscenes either. That's like a sin to me. How can you not skip the cutscenes? Like the first half hour of playing that game was just them talking about things I don't care about. Because it's a hunting game and I shouldn't have to even be forced to listen to the story at all. Combat was just so slow. It took forever to do anything. I like the combat in this game. It's just like the Ash Origami, like constantly spamming their burst gets really obnoxious, especially when you're playing with the AI. I think once I get my character to the point where I can solo more consistently and faster, it won't be as much of an issue. But when you're playing with the AI, the main issue is that they very seldom avoid the attack, like the Devour attack. So pretty much what happens is the monster will keep spamming the Devour like non-stop, and it's gonna almost always be in burst mode because the AI is not really programmed to dodge it properly. I feel like they do it way too much. If they did it like a little less, it would be totally fine. No, not God Eater. God Eater is like 10 times faster than Monster Hunter, where you have to watch all these dumb cutscenes that I don't think anybody cares about. The characters don't even have names. Like, what does it matter? Why are you forced to watch them? Why are they unskippable? I mean, it's 2020 now. Like, I was able to skip cutscenes in games like 30 years ago. That's like unacceptable to me. I feel like no game should force you to watch cutscenes ever, for any reason. Unless it's like masking load times, which is only like a couple seconds. You should never be forced to watch anything in any game. It's one thing to want to try to have a story, but you shouldn't shove it down people's throats. And give people the option to skip it. I hear that, like, playing multiplayer in that game, like, carrying a friend through the story is really difficult because you get like, knocked out of the party until they finish the cutscene, and you can't skip the cutscene. Like, what? I mean, I've played, like, better games with better co-op than that, like, 20 years ago. I wish this game was more popular, but it didn't launch in the best state, so... It's kind of like Dynasty Warriors 9, people just didn't come back. I haven't even gotten to any of the new stuff yet, and I'm going to try to finish the game this stream. I might stop depending on how long it takes, but... It's just a shame this game doesn't get the recognition it deserves. I've been really enjoying playing it. It's just been so much other shit coming out, I haven't really been able to play it that much. Let's see what I need to craft a new buckler. So I think that's what's making this difficult. Is I haven't upgraded my buckler in like 2 ranks. A lot of the random pot shots and stuff are starting to get me killed. Let's see if there's anything else in here I can make. Well, it's more that the suits of the company, they only care about whatever's, they want the first day sales. They don't care about, like, whether the game is actually ready to release or not. So, they force it out to market, and the game's not ready, and then it gets, like, terrible reviews, or the game is, like, literally broken. Like, deleting your save, or, like, the servers don't work for a month. Stupid stuff like that. If they don't care because they got everyone's money. But it kills people's trust when you do stuff like that. It doesn't matter if the game gets fixed later on, not everybody is going to come back, especially with how much stuff comes out now. There's just always something coming out. I bought this game like last year and I haven't finished it because there's just been so many other projects I've had to work on. But I mean, this game wasn't like broken or anything, it was just lacking in content. And I guess compared to Monster Hunter, regardless of whether you like the combat in this or not, or you don't like Monster Hunter combat, Monster Hunter was a much better deal. And it probably still is. You know, Monster Hunter gets like crazy collaboration events, and I think they have a more expansive endgame, and people actually play that game, but I personally just can't stand it. It's not really the kind of game for me at all. Alright, so if I craft a beetle spine, I can, try to get another shield. But then I also hear Monster Hunter's like really awful to play with friends because of all the cutscenes, which is like the polar opposite of what you should have in a game like that. You should be able to skip all that crap and just play. Like games from 30 years ago. It didn't force you to watch anything. And like your enjoyment of playing with friends was never ruined by cutscenes and talking. Okay, what is it I actually need from here? Something. Beetle something. Find mahogany log. Oh, I might actually have that. I might be able to craft that. Hold on. Sorry I'm not getting into gameplay right now. I need to upgrade my shit. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get frustrated. Ah, here we go. I think I can craft 2 of these. Okay, so I can go straight from 3 to 5. So, pure lucent crystal. Ah, there we go. Alright, should be much better now. What is the special on this? Oh, increased dive speed. That's also very good too. Alright, I'm pretty much on par now. Shouldn't have to fight with this anymore. Yeah, I don't even have the blueprint for the next one yet.
早めに終わらせよう。
人っ子一人いねえな。まあ当たり前か。はっ正々堂々降りて戦いやがれ。十分だ。勝負はこれからってか。やるじゃないか。どうしたどうした。ここで下がるわけにはいかねえんだよ。
無茶はするな。
ちの可能性だ。弱体化してる今を逃すな。
Of course he's tired as soon as he's done. When's the hunting game with no stamina? It's like not as much of an issue in this, but I still just hate stamina systems in general. It's not fun when you're like getting a good flow of battle and you have to stop and just stare at the monster because you're tired. Like, these guys have, like, messed up genes and stuff like that. Why do they still get tired? You'd think that would be, like, the first thing you do if you're, like, experimenting with people and shit. Make it so they can't get tired. If you're trying to make, like, warriors to fight the monsters, I think the first priority should make sure they don't have the endurance of a standard human. That makes no sense to me. I mean, in Monster Hunter it makes sense because you're just like a regular person that's just really strong and has armor. But in this you're like basically a superhuman, so why does attacking for like 20 seconds make them exhausted? I feel like it's just in the game because all the other hunting games have it, even though it's not fun in any game at all. It's never fun to be constantly exhausted. It's like, at least when you're exhausted in real life, you have like the physical benefit of exercising. I don't really enjoy it in a video game. Like when I walk around all day and I'm tired, it's refreshing because I know I took care of myself, but my dude in the game is tired after like 10 seconds. It's like, not fun. Tired again. What? guy never gets stunned.
結構きっちりな。
やるか。
There we go. Probably took off like half his health. Just needed that one stun. Yeah, he's running away already. If I got closer, I probably could have spammed the stinger and killed him.
ここだろ。
戦闘に入る。
Shit, burst about to run out. Oh, he's dead anyway. that one stun took off like 60% of his health. It must be at least, or like 50 at the least, because I was doing crits on his head. I remember when the biting edge was shit, and then they just buffed it to the point where it's like where it should be. No, I think the balance in this game is pretty good after the patches. I know the biting edge, the one I'm using now, was pretty bad before, because it requires a lot of micromanagement, and I guess it just wasn't doing that much damage. The thing about the biting edge is you can't recover stamina while you're in glaive mode, so it needs to be doing equivalent damage, because you also can't devour either. You can't block, and you can't devour, and you can't recover stamina, so the crazy damage doing needs to be, it was warranted. It wasn't always like that, though. I think it was like 3 or 4 patches ago they buffed it. Also, Monster Hunter gets the patches like really late. They don't have. They're getting the expansion in like what, like 4 or 5 days, and it's been out on PS4 for like months now. That's really weird. I think that PC would have like the same parity. That must be really agonizing, because I hear Iceborne makes the game a lot better. You have like a more balanced, like deep moveset. And PC players haven't been able to have that for like, I don't know how many months now. I don't really follow it, but I know that my friends play it. Monster Hunter Iceborne came out like, I think back in the late summer. And it's still not out on PC. What an asshole. Monster Hunter port's really good though. I tried it off my friend's account. It runs like pretty solid. It's like above 60 FPS for me. Because the PS4 Pro one is like one tap. This game is 30 FPS on everything but PC, which is kind of weird because it doesn't seem like it should be taxing anything. I think even the Switch should be able to run this at 60. But I guess they don't know how to optimize it or something. The Switch port is really good though. Switch port is pretty much the same as PS. Some of the effects are toned down a little bit, but it's a locked 30 FPS. I've never seen it drop a single frame. I don't know, maybe lower the data resolution down a little bit. Make it run like sub-native. A lot of Vita games did that, but a lot of I've been playing the Switch version on my ship, that's why I decided to finish the PC version. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. Like, it's not my fault that he's back in burst mode. That's of no fault of my own, because the AI doesn't bother to dodge it. I'm punished for it as a player. How long do those things stay out for? I'm gonna restart this. Bad start. Stupid AI, man. I wish they were like the Tokiden 2 AI, where they would actually dodge out of the way when there's a big attack like that. And when they spam the burst non-stop, it's super fucking obnoxious because they always get hit by it. I'm fine if I get hit by it. That's totally my fault, but when the monster's always in burst because they don't dodge it, that really gets on my nerves. I wish they could only do it like a couple times per map, but they just constantly spam it. Over and over and over and over and over. It's like they wanted to like make it difficult because of all the extra options they give you, but I feel like they went overboard. It's not fun when you get punished because of the AI. It's not fun in anything. The AI should just not be able to get hit by burst, devour attacks at all. That would be much better. I probably would like that more. Probably shouldn't have saved. I should have just Alt F4'd out of the game. I want to do that again. Dumbass AI. Yeah, the classic generic officer commander staring off into space and dying to 10 peons. and suddenly the whole battle's over because they died, even though they don't do anything. They just stare off into space and get themselves killed, and somehow you get punished for that. It's been one of the biggest complaints about this game, is the excessive amount of the Ashborns. The Ashborn spamming Devour attacks. It is fun to dodge them, but it's just when they do it like every couple seconds. It gets a little bit overboard. I think I'm approaching the end though. I think there's only like a couple levels left.
どんな行動をしてくるか予測できません。くれぐれも気をつけてください。
了解。どんなやつだって負けるわけにはいかねえっしょ。
カウントダウンファースト解除間もなくです。
ぶち破れ。
ユーゴさん、非討伐対象の荒波と接触。迎撃開始。
了解。
Right on cue. Good job, Hugo. You're gonna get a promotion for that. Everybody else got out of the way but you. Run in a straight line. Good job. Now I have to deal with this because of the AI. And he got killed too, serves him right. I hate these monsters so much. The regular ones are fun to fight. These guys are just annoying. Endless spam they keep doing. Why don't they have stamina? Just die. Yeah, do it again, right after you got out. Okay. Second time in a row. Like, no time at all. So stupid how they do it once and then they just do it immediately again. Why are they able to do it so much? It's okay that I got hit that time, but why is he able to do it immediately after he just exited it? It's like having a level 3 super and then getting it back. This fucking monster's getting on my nerves. I'm starting to remember why I stopped playing this game. These stupid Ashborn are just no fun to fight. I think after all these patches they fixed what people hate about the game. Is just the endless spam of that. That they never stop doing it. I don't even know what I could do to make this not annoying. Like, no matter what I do, he's just gonna keep doing that. Where's the ability to make them not run straight into the damn Devour attacks? I don't think there's anything that makes them not be idiots. None of this stuff helps. Where's the not be an idiot option? Actually help me.
よし習得できた。
Fucking do
いつ
something.
も付き合ってくれてありがとう。リムをみんなを守るんだ。リムをみんなを守るんだ。ようやく形になった。まだ荒削りしっかり物にしなきゃだよね。どうかな、仕事に活かせると思うんだけど。どうかな、仕事に活かせると思うんだけど。
Yeah, it'll be useful if you stop running straight to the damn Devour attacks, maybe.
ようやく形
Love
になっ
having to
た。
babysit stupid AI.
"困ったらこのジーク様を頼れよ。なあなあ、俺いい感じだろ。困ったらこのジーク様を頼れよ。一丁あげる。すっげくね俺。やべえ。俺の才能がなあなあ、俺いい感じだろ。俺最強っぽくない？
How many more missions do I have after this? I'm already starting to lose patience. Oh, there's quite a bit left. I'm gonna give this one more try. I need to watch my stress levels. I don't really feel like being pissed off tonight. Apparently there's like at least 5 more missions, so I probably won't finish this tonight. I don't know, this game's fun until you fight the Ashborn, and then it's just not fun. Because of how they can just do their best attack non-stop. With, like, no breaks whatsoever. And if you're playing with the AI, they're pretty much permanently in burst mode.
了解。どんなやつだって負けるわけにはいかねえっしょ。
生命力を最優先に。
Twice in a row. Sure, that's fair. I successfully dodged it once, and I get rewarded by him just doing it again. There's no cooldown on it at all. Might as well just not even have that. Just have them permanently beams mode. Same thing. Watch, just gonna do it again. Right on cue. Wow. I'll just stay away from that attack.
どうすりゃいいんだ。気にすんな。
Watch, he's gonna do it again. I'm just waiting for it. This guy's got like, it's like in training mode in a fighting game. He has like regenerating meter on. After he does a full combo, he just gets it right back within seconds. It's like the 4th time in a row he's done it. With no break. Yeah, eat that, bastard. I remember hearing someone said that they like reduced the frequency of them doing that, but I'm not seeing it. If that did happen, it really does not seem like that's the case, because he was pretty much just doing it right after he got out of it. I guess they couldn't think of a way to like bring the origami up to the enemy up to the power level of the player, because they give you a lot of mechanics in this game, but I don't really think it was executed in the best way. Still a fun game though. It's just, I think it's worse when you're playing with AI. kind of like how Tokiden 2 did the whole pissed off monster mechanic better than this game. In that game, it was like you could decapitate the monsters, but doing that sometimes would change their movesets completely. So it wasn't always the best idea. Like if you decapitated a part that made them really pissed off, then you would have to deal. There were some monsters that got way more fearsome when you took off whatever their big part was. So it felt a lot better balanced than here, where it's just they can do it whenever they want, and you basically have no control over it, and there's no like equivalent cooldown. Tokiden 2 did a lot of things right, though. That was a really good game. I wish they would continue that series. That's probably the best hunting game I played. I'd put this second. This game's a lot better than the first two. The first two were, I dropped them really quickly. This one I've stuck with. They fixed a lot of my problems. Trying to find a list of how many missions there are before I keep going. "70 story, 70 optional." Let me see what I'm on right now. Oh, I didn't mean to exit the game. Shit. I had to go back in. Hold on. Oh, I've got 10 left. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna play something else. Probably a lot of those are just small fry. It's very obviously approaching the climax, but I don't want to fight any more Ashborn right now. I already had enough of that today. I do want to finish the game, though. It seems like it gets a lot better in the end game. It's usually how most hunting games are. Like, when you play through the campaign, you have very little options, and it takes a long time to grind stuff out. And it's very, usually not advised to focus on more than one weapon because your resources are stretched so thin. But once you get to the end game, you have a lot more options. So I wanted to at least get that far and see if I'll like the game to take it to that level. As I don't do end game stuff in anything unless I really enjoy the game. Like if I don't like it enough, then I just move on to the next game. I feel like games end when you want them to. Like even if you don't finish it, you know, if you're not having fun anymore, it's better to just play something else. Just move on to something else instead of force yourself to play something. And I used to do that a lot when I was younger. There have been many times on this channel I played stuff like way past when I was actually still having fun, and it just kind of ruined my enjoyment of it. But I only have 10 more levels left to go on that, so I definitely will finish it. It's just a matter of if I'll go farther. I was gonna play some Tokiden 2 right now, but it's installed on my mechanical hard drive, so it'll take a long time to load. I would have to transfer it to my SSD. Maybe I'll play through that again after God Eater. But my plans this month is to finish God Eater 3 and then Tales of Vesperia. Strike Force was fun. The big monsters were actually kind of fun to fight because they, your character was pretty responsive. But you could also make really broken builds and kill them in like 3 triangle attacks. So it wasn't anywhere near as the fights weren't anywhere near as in depth as like Monster Hunter or any real hunting game. I had fun with it though. I remember enjoying it. Well, the Strike Force team went on to make Tokiden, which is why Tokiden is like it's not quite God Eater level of like responsiveness and speed, but it's more responsive than your standard hunting game. They went on to make that. And that's probably why I liked Tokiden. But Tokiden also got like no support. They put out DLC with some of the monsters from the first 2 games, and then that was it. There was no expansion or anything, which is weird because the first Tokiden had a really good expansion. It added a bunch more weapons and monsters and like improved mechanics and stuff, but then with Tokiden 2 they just gave up. They just didn't do anything with it. I don't know why. Maybe it didn't sell well enough or something, but I feel like they had a pretty good foothold at the times. There was no console Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter World hadn't even been announced at that point, and God Eater was pretty much still just a Vita game. So there was no like console competition at all at the time. I feel like they could have put a little bit more time and money into it and probably could have done a lot better. But they didn't, so it kind of fell into obscurity. It's a really good game though. Like, breaking the parts actually changed the way that the monsters spot, which is something that's very hard to find in hunting games. You know, usually it just means that they drop something from that specific part of their body. But in that game, on certain monsters, it would actually change the way that they fought completely. Which was a really cool mechanic. You had to actually think about whether it was worth taking off that part to deal with them, like, permanently pissed off or not.
にしてよ。学園長、対策あるんでしょうね。
作戦を持ってきたぞ、姫子さん。
どこが私は一度やると決めたら最後までやり抜くのよ。
テレサさん、座標をありがとう。
ゴタクはいいよ、ボサボサ頭。崩壊獣が前にいっぱいいんのよ。作戦はあるの？
Can't
テ
attack.
スラ博士、君はリラックスを覚えた方がいい。このような敵と対峙するとき僕の計画は決まってノープランだ。
Talking.
テレサさん、航路上の崩壊獣はすべて
Yeah, one of the biggest complaints about this game was just how demanding it is. Like, you need like a really good phone or tablet to play it. So a lot of people couldn't really enjoy it. But they made a PC port. They actually, one of the few mobile game developers that actually listens. You make something that people ask for so that they can play your game and spend more money, then you get more money. That's all there is to it, really. I heard this has been like the game that makes people's phones cry for a long time.
ハイペリオンがあれば。
Yeah, and they actually put a lot of work into this port. It works fine. I haven't heard of anybody who can't run it at 60 FPS. It seems like if you have a decent gaming PC or laptop at all, you can run it. 'Some of the levels in the story mode, are basically just completely scripted. Like, they're just there to get you to a cutscene. Some of them have actually been pretty cool, but then some of them are kind of lame, like that other one, where it's just like, you're not really doing anything, you're just kind of watching the cutscene. Oh cool, I get to try Shadow Knight. Awesome.
任務開始します。
It's the moveset. Okay, so she has a C3 and a C4. Nice. I need to get this character. It's like the perfect character for me. It's the next character I want to get, but I gotta wait until I get paid on the 9th, because I have like no money right now.
任務完了です。
Guess that's chapter 7. a 50-hit combo with this character is gonna be like impossible. How am I supposed to do that with this character? There's no multi-hitting moves at all. Asking a bit too much of me. I can't play as anybody else either. It's forcing me to play as this character. There we go. Nice.
私の出番ね。艦長、期待しているわよ。どこに隠れているのかしら。どこに隠れているのかしら。目標捜索中。どこに隠れているのか。
Can't handle talking to a character, apparently.
目標捜索中。艦長、期待しているわよ。目標捜索中。どこに隠れているのかしら。目標捜索中。艦長、期待しているわよ。艦長、期待しているわよ。艦長、期待しているわよ。目標捜索中。どこに隠れているのかしら。目標捜索中。艦長、期待しているわよ。目標
Hey, what does it want? When do I get to play? It's wanting me to talk to somebody who's not here. Alright, there we go. Something's happening now.
艦長、期待しているわよ。どこに隠れている。艦長、期待しているわよ。目標捜索中。
Oh, it's just talking.
一度やると決めたら最後までやる
It's the talking quest. Yeah, this character kind of has that Monster Hunter feel where everything takes like 10 years to come out. Not my kind of thing at all. Alright, I got one loot box attempt. So I don't think my money's gonna come in today. I'm trying to finish this, and then I'm gonna try to get... I want to get this character right here. The one I was just using. Let me do the trial for. Perfect kind of character for me, fast-paced martial artist. But I gotta get this done first. It's not gonna give it to me before that guaranteed drop, though. Case in point. More trash. 7 more drops, so I can definitely afford that. Just not right this instant. Oh, cool, I get to play as this character again. I approve.
任務開始し
No
ます
more slow. Let me play as this character more. That's the character I want. I want this one. She has like the Hyakuretsuken.
少し休みますか
Oh, I thought it was over.
慎重に行きましょう まあまあでしたね
私の出番ね
No! Why? No fun allowed. I was having too much fun with the martial artist character. I gotta play as Monster Hunter chick again. Not what I wanted.
どこに隠れているのかしら雑魚ばっかりね 目標捜索中艦長期待しているわよ
This game has a ton of story. Apparently people are like really invested in it, but I can't get invested into any service game story because there's just been so many that have shut down. Like even if the game gets like an actual ending in whatever its native version is, a lot of times the global version shuts down way before that. So it's really hard for me to care about anything. I just skip it all. Apparently people really like it, but I just don't think it's a good idea to get invested in an online game story. If it's like a self-contained game, then sure. Like just a standard single-player game. Like I get that, but stuff like this, you're just asking yourself to be disappointed. Tales of the Rage is the perfect example. They were translating the story for that. And then they just rage quit and shut the game down after like 6 months. So all the people that were reading that crap basically just got screwed over. The only way to continue reading the story is to learn Japanese and play the other version, which not everybody wants to do, especially if they put a lot of money into the global one. It wasn't even up for a year. That's what's crazy to me. They didn't even like bother to advertise it. They sent it out to die. Can't even play it anymore. I personally don't like the controls of that game. There's no controller support.
艦長この後よ
You're basically forced to play it with a touchscreen, which just feels completely awful. I tried to run it on emulator with controller support, and it didn't work. Let me play as someone else. I don't want to play as Monster Hunter. I'm tired of playing as Monster Hunter. That just makes me not want to do that at all. I guess I should, though. Get the gems.
私の出番ね艦長期待しているわよやっと手応えのありそうなやつが出てきたわねこの
I hate playing as this character. Stop forcing me to play as Monster Hunter. I'm tired of Monster Hunter chick. Takes like 10 years to attack. This is not fun at all. I hate this character. Attack faster. Character is torture to play.
私は一度やると決めたら最後までやり抜くわよ
Alright, get the 50 gems for that at least.
.わらわは汝の影すべては汝の望むままに
安心して私に任せてください。
Oh, so this is not a free-to-play character at all. You have to spend money, which I don't mind. I'm enjoying playing the game, but I was wondering why I had no fragments. So all the S rank ones you can't get for free.
複雑な地形を探知したよ。分岐クエストのよう。分岐クエストはチームをたくさん組む必要があるよ。私が守るわ。
Ugh, look at what I have to play as. Hey! Let me play as martial artist. One of the only cool characters in this game. And the ninja. Not the little lollies. I'm definitely not part of that squad. I can't stand lollies in anything. They're like monstrosities. Demon spawn. No, this character's cool too, actually. The Monster Hunter chick has a cool design too, I just don't like the playstyle. Her design's pretty cool. It's like an actual fighter, not a little lolly. That's what a lot of people are into. I never really understood it myself, but it makes money. It makes money, so that's why these games always have that kind of stuff. I mean, there's a pretty decent balance of, like, actual character design, though. They have the martial artist, she's pretty cool. Plowing through this story.
手段を選ばない。
Burning out stamina on here, and then I might play something else.
思ったより簡単だったわね。
This is gonna be the end of this chapter soon.
行きましょう、艦長。セッ、セッ、セッ。女の子にセッ、セッ、セッ、セッ。セッ、セッ、セッ。
Waiting to get paid. I can't do anything right now. Can't even, like, get groceries right now. I can't pay my internet bill either. I'm waiting until I get paid, and I can't really do much. I'm having some problems with my debit card. Let me get fixed.
私の番です。 お待たせ。一緒に帰りましょう。了解です、艦長。
Uh-oh, Super Lolly. The Omega Lolly. Yeah, I can't do anything right now. But I'll be fine. Could probably bump some cash off my friend if I need to. I might ask him after I'm done. And I have a big check coming from the channel, the ad revenue, on the 9th, so I can spend some cash on this and whatever else I need. Right now, I can't really do much. Damn, that hit stop was crazy. How long does this go on for? This sucks. Die. Let me play as who I want. This game's going overboard with, like, not letting me play as who I want. Die already. Scripted. Of course. Why would it not be scripted? So none of that even mattered. It's probably like get down to an HP threshold or something. No! Why? What is the obsession with Monster Hunter? It's always this character. Is this one at least fast? Not super slow? Skip. Oh, this one's actually fast. Why can't the other ones be this fast?
今目的地に向かっているわ。その程度で私を止められるとでも？ウォーミングアップに使って。
Of course, it's not going to let me play as that one for long. It must be an S rank one. That's probably why the moveset's not completely dreadful. I might have some fragments for that one, actually. Ah, it's this one. Yeah, this is a pay-to-play one only. Alright, well I'm running low on stamina pots, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop playing this. Thank you. Looks a little choppy. It says it's running at 144, but it's not. Looks like it's jittery. It should be. Got it like running at max frame rate. Let's see if I can change that. Yeah, I don't think this game actually runs, I don't think it runs above 60. I think 144, it, like, doesn't actually improve the frame rate. It looks much better right now. Even though I just, like, I lowered the frame rate by, like, 300%. I went from 144 to 60. Ugh.
Hungry.
Don't feel any input lag either. I have had no problems with that port at all. I remember it was like one of the worst Japanese ports on Steam when it came out, but I guess they fixed it. There's also a mod that basically, I think it removes any of the remaining crashes in the game. It runs better than the PS4 one. The PS4 one tries to run 60 FPS, but constantly dips, which is a problem in a game like that where you're expected to make like split-second decisions. So after I finish God Eater and Vesperia, I'm going to go back and finish that again. I remember people could like not even get out of the intro. You couldn't get off the boat at the beginning because it kept crashing before they could save. It's a shame that the future of Ys is in jeopardy because of how poorly that game was handled. Like, first it was all the crashes, then it was the bad translation. And they fixed the translation, but I think most people didn't care by that point. They had already beaten the game. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with Ys 9. I don't know if they're actually going to get Nisa to do it, or what. Don't send me anything. I don't want physical stuff. So, I'm not giving out my address. I'm not really a big collector of physical goods, so if it's digital, fine. If it's physical, no. Oh, okay, that's fine. I like just got rid of a bunch of crap in my room, so I do have some room to like collect stuff, but I don't really care. Nobody ever comes over. I don't have anybody to show it off to.
Chun-Li,
Chun-Li reporting for battle.
Dante,
Hey there.
Captain America. Only one team will be left standing. Fight! Reality Stone. Fight! First attack. Air combo. Good. Cool. Air combo. Get back! Yeah. Cool. Right now. Great. Get back! Yeah. Come on. Air combo. Chun-Li. Cool. Air combo. Super.
You're open! Ha!
Maxima.
Dante!
Air combo. Yes. Get back. Yes. Get
I'm gonna take a break. I'll be back later. Try to finish up God Eater tonight.